So we want to conclude as well with a brief message about your energy anatomy. You are a soul that inhabits a body, not a body that has a soul. And this energy anatomy, known as the chakras, are the points that tie together your physical body with this subtle anatomy of your spiritual body. There are 7 chakras, but these 7 chakras can also be reduced to 3 main areas where psychic energy is stored in the body. So at the level of your belly, there is the lower center. In some traditions, these are called kantians. But this lower psychic energy center is all about your sense of self and your grounding in physical reality. It regulates your digestion and your body's automatic processes. It regulates your sexual function as well, and it ties all of this together. Now note, all of these psychic centers have the same neurons that are present in your brain, and through these neurons they are interconnected. This second main psychic center is at level of the heart, and it ties together the heart and the lungs, many other organs in this part of your body. This is the emotional and relational center that has everything to do with how you relate to others and open yourself to the realm of humans and nature. The third center is in your head, and this is your psychic center that has to do with your thoughts and visions and your imagination. It relates to your brain and all of the subtle glands in there. And this has to do with the perspective that you are imagining, the stories that you are casting out into reality. This first center ties together what you can, in your gut, ties together the first 3 chakras. Your root center is a red center at the base of your spine that connects you with the earth and with your survival nature. This center stores great energy of fear. It develops in the very early years of your life, and it is activated by touch. The touch that you receive as an infant helps this center to develop, and because you have become very disconnected and you've come to bring a lot less closeness in early years of life and suppress many emotions, this root center often doesn't regulate, and it causes a lack of flow through the areas connected with the root, especially the colon and even the sexual organs and the skin itself. So to work with the root center, you have to learn how to sink deep into your body and sink deep into your physical connection with others. You have to undo much trauma that is unconscious, that keeps you in a loop of fear, wondering if you are safe or not. And much of this is due to emotional stories of when you were rejected for emoting as a child. This causes energy at the root to suppress and for you to control and hold back emotion. You could say that much of this has to do with the next 2 chakras as well, though this orange center at your navel point connects as well with your sexual organs and your emotions. It's more of a feeling nature than emotional nature. The difference is subtle, but it is important. And this center has everything to do with feeling. It is your gut level feeling that guides you to whether you are drawn to another person or not, to whether you like this food or not, to whether you like this smell or not. at the level of your gut, you have a deep knowing that many of you have come to distrust. Many of you have come to overcompensate for or stuff down your feelings, and thus this is what creates excessive consumption that leads to an inflation in your body. When this center is shut down, you cannot feel, you cannot cry, you cannot emote, and you will probably have very little money. So, or if you do, you will not be able to release it with easy flow. So opening the center is learning how to connect with your core level feelings and emotions and allowing yourself to be guided by your gut. This third center at your solar plexus is the center of identity and self. It is the fire center. It is the center that allows you to know who you are and who you are not. And this center is disrupted by parents or authority or society trying to shape you. It's disrupted by experiences of bullying. It's disrupted by the conditioning that you receive that tells you to become a certain type of person, and this is what success is. Those of you who free the center learn how to create a new identity for yourself, but this identity becomes very fluid when you really attune the center to higher spiritual levels of activation, knowing that this identity is but a mask for the soul. So people who go far down a path of total renunciation can also experience that this center becomes too loose and too flimsy. So it is that balance of knowing that your identity is but a hollow shell, but a very important shell to encase the undifferentiated beauty and infinite nature of the soul. So this center regulates your digestion, and without feeling firm in yourself and powerful as the being you are, the digestion will fail, or it will become very disrupted by strong identification that I am this, they are that, we are so different. It is again a fluid, a hollow sense of identity that says, I am this way, but I know that I am the spirit and they are the spirit. These differences don't become strong borders and ways of separating people, but you are able to see your distinction so that you can come together in greater unity. It is diversity that leads to a healthy, functioning biome of many different sorts of people coming together as one. The heart level is all about relation and emotion, and it is the center of love. It is the center of compassion and healing energy. As you are able to express healthy emotions and receive and give love within your family structures, this center develops in a healthy way. But if love is held back, this center can become shut down. Or also if this love is given with too much condition and too much attachment, you can develop a block in receiving. So the love of the heart is unconditional love. And that's why this is the center of your being that is connected with the one source more than most centers in your being. It is the clear antenna to bring in the source's vibration. So unconditional love means loving with bonding, but without attachment to how the others respond to you. And in this level of love, you are able to give freely, knowing that all of the energy that you share comes back to you, perhaps not from the same source, but in this universe, everything you put out comes back. And so with that true level of non-attachment, your heart will always remain open to continue to attract more expressions of the love that you put out in whatever direction you do. So learning how to breathe deeply and give freely and receive as much as you give is the healing and integration of this center. It is the center of air, so the breath which regulates the heart is key into the center and key into how you can express. The throat is the center of vibration and sound, and it is how all of this energy is expressed outward into manifestation. This is both the center of purification and manifestation. These two functions come together. In all that you speak is purifying your being, but it is also a vibration that is rippling out and attracting that which you say. So you need to use the center in order to emote and to express what you feel. And those who cannot express their feelings will experience a deep blockage in this place. Those who know how to allow themselves to channel the energy that they feel and let it move out from the throat will experience that the center allows them to release any energy they're holding on to. While simultaneously the other function is that now that you've released that energy, you get to call in and speak into reality that which you wish to create. You cannot bring something about without speaking about it. And that is why it is helpful for you to come together and share your desires and share your intentions and let that vibration echo and resonate so that you can continue to build creatively upon it. This center has much higher levels of function as well, as it is a very psychic center. And once you master these two aspects of the throat, of purification and creation, you will find that there are hidden mystical secrets here. The third eye center is the center of vision and understanding. It is where the wisdom is awakened within you. And all of the wisdom of the entire universe exists within every soul. You can read it in books and you can understand it from masters, but it is your own energy. And when the center is awakened, you will open your inner eye to the truth that is infinitely and always within you. So you open the center by having a clear focus and by learning how to trust in your own imagination. The imagination is not just something that conjures and makes things up, but it is a psychic sense. It is a higher sense that can interpret reality around you just as much as you interpret reality through sound, taste, touch, and smell. You can interpret reality by the images and ideas that dawn from within you. If you learn how to break through the filters that can distort that which lives within you. And so this is why the focus becomes very clear at this center. And to deepen into clear meditation with a single pointed focus allows the center to expand as much as processes of visualization and even shamanic experience support the center to expand. The balance of both allows for the right hemisphere of the brain and the left hemisphere of the brain to unite, which culminates in the true awakening of the third eye. The crown center is the place that is infinitely connected to the source, where energy from that cosmic source pours down through your being and also radiates out through your being. This center is opened through the total balance of all other centers and also through that clear meditation. It is white light, but that light contains all of the other centers. And all of the other colors. And so it is the vibration of all of the different colors of the chakra that is alive in this crown center. And by going beyond thought and concept into pure consciousness, the center opens. You will be continuing to experience and explore that in this time. It is impossible to completely put into words what the essence of this center is, because it is beyond concepts entirely. But it will show and illuminate to you who you really are. And alive in all of these chakras are what, in the terms that you may study if you go deeper into this yoga, are called samskaras, and what we have been talking about as belief systems. They are patterns of thought and behavior that become living energy fields within you that loop and create sensation and impulse. When you learn to differentiate between these and the true aliveness of your spirit that manifests as that energy in your heart guiding you, you will be able to break through from the grip of samskaras, or belief systems. Until then, they have a hold on you. And all of these practices are guiding you to gradually break free from what is habitual and what is comfortable and what is known, you might find that these beliefs are addictive because they are the root of all addictive. Your habits are addictive. You live in eternal cycles that keep you ensnared. So this path is about breaking these cycles and creating new and healthier cycles. And in order to do that, you have to recognize that just because it is normal, as in you've done it before and you're used to doing it, and just because it is comfortable doesn't mean it is healthy and right. You have to adjust to being comfortable with the uncomfortable choice to break the pattern. And as you do that, you will gain more and more intuitive wisdom, which is again none other than that love-based energy present in your heart. And when there is love present in a pathway, that is your intuition. Your intuition is not separate from love. It is actually the same as love. So you can unite love and intuition and understand whenever you're experiencing love, your intuition is guiding you. And that love or intuition will guide you beyond these habitual patterns. So learn how to differentiate between the little love that is simply just pleasure and the big love that is the expansive energy. And it will make all of the difference for you. So we thank you for allowing us to share this information with you. We thank you for being present and patient to receive and for integrating this in your own being, because as you do, the very nature of your being will change, and as you change, the entire world around you changes. For everything is made of vibration, and your vibration impacts the vibration of the very physical reality you walk upon and inhabit. You are not separate from it. And that is why we say it is a gift that you come to receive this, because by us doing this together today, reality is different than it was before. We thank you once again, and we wish you a fantastic rest of your day then. All right. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everybody. How was that?